Greece, a nation of mass amounts of history, and the fostered father of democracy Pericles was born inside of it. What if this great nation forms an empire in our modern day? That's what we'll be exploring in this video. All alliances and relations are gone, meaning Russia and the United States might become friends if I wanted it to. But anyway, let's begin, shall we? Greece's democracy would soon fall in this timeline, with monarchists taking over the country, which would ruin its relations with, of course, Turkey, North Macedonia, Bulgaria, Albania, Montenegro, Kosovo, Serbia, Bosnia-Herzegovina, Croatia, Slovenia, and many, many more, including Italy. This would make Greece a very unliked country in Europe. Again, like I said earlier, alliances are disbanded, meaning that there is no European Union, meaning that everybody is just by themselves at this point. Greece, after getting this monarchist system, wanted to expand her influence over all of Europe, and so would start this great expansion into the country and its neighbor, Albania. Now, I don't know if you know this at all, but Albania actually has a lot of forts from the Cold War era, as they would break ties with the USSR, which is all these countries, and would be feared of communists taking over her country, and so would build a ton of bunkers. How many bunkers, I have no idea. All I know is this would stop the Greek invasion quite quickly, making it into a small, perilous push through Albania. It would take a while for the Greeks to push through, as Greece's military has been buffed for this video, but is still not as strong as we need it to be to take down the two major superpowers of Turkey and Italy. With this continued push up into Albania, Greece started to think that maybe her other neighbors might not start to like this, and so would start boosting relations with its large, not really neighbor, more kind of like co-country, because they are split by Bulgaria, of Romania, making Romania a fierce ally inside of this new world. There we go. With this alliance, Greece would start getting more resources from Romania and would continue their great push into Albania, faster this time. Greece would start having a larger navy than usual and would make a naval landing until all of Albania would soon be wiped out. With the full annexation of the beautiful country of Albania, Greece started to fear that her other neighbors would soon invade her without her knowing. Well, not without her knowing, but she wanted to strike first, pretty much. And so we'll start talking to Romania and would declare war on the country of Bulgaria. This would soon bring in North Macedonia, wanting to help and stop this great Greek expansion. Greek troops would start pushing into North Macedonia, while the Bulgarian front would mainly be a stalemate. But since Greece is having a stalemate, Romania would soon see an opportunity to start taking land, wanting to wipe out all of Bulgaria's coastline before Bulgaria can really get her navy ready to start bombarding Romanian shorelines. With this focusing to the coastline, Bulgaria is forced to move troops over to the Romanian front to make that into a stalemate. With this happening, very small Greek regiments start to see that there's an opportunity here to start taking land, and would soon push through trying to cut off North Macedonia from its ally of Bulgaria. 3 weeks later, Bulgaria is fully cut off from North Macedonia. North Macedonia would soon fall quite quickly to the Greek soldiers. Greece would start to push through, as all her military forces would soon be in Bulgaria. I don't remember where Bulgaria's capital is, so let me look that up real quick. With Bulgaria's capital, Sofia, being right here, I figured it out. Lucky me. Greek troops would start to push through and surround the capital. It isn't taken just yet, but just surrounded at the moment. It's like, there we go. Now you can see it. It's just surrounded at the moment. So Greek troops would continue to push through, wanting to try to touch the Bulgarian coastline. While all this was happening, Romania would start to push in more troops through small areas, as they think that it would be a good area to expand through. Finally, meeting up with Greek forces, they would start to push through, as all the border is now taken, border between Bulgaria and Romania. Greece would soon push through and finally touch the coastline, wiping out most of the coastal defenses until Bulgaria is just left with a small little sliver. The two countries of Romania and Greece would soon would soon diplomatically fight over land grabs. And soon enough, a small squabble will go out between Romanian and Greek soldiers. This would not end up well at all. With this happening, Bulgaria would soon switch sides and side with Bulgaria, making Greece have a very hard war to push through. Sofia would soon fall, which wiped out the rest of Bulgaria's troops as they lost all morale. Greek naval forces would soon make large landings, cutting Romania off from her naval supply lines. This is what Romania wanted to do to Bulgaria, but since the Bulgarian Republic has kind of fallen, Romania soon has to take it all. As there is a lot of mountains in this large area, it will take a lot longer for Greece to push through. With the capital of Romania being captured in a couple of months, they have really started to struggle as Romanian troops start to fall rapidly, and a continued push up the country would happen. And soon enough, Romania's capital, I don't know how to say that name, Romania's capital would soon fall, which would show the full fall of Romania. Let's see how this map would turn out. Hopefully it's not ugly. With Greece taking massive land grabs, taking half of Romania, all of Bulgaria, and all of North Macedonia. The next target would be the country of Kosovo, the newest independent country in the world, I think, even younger than South Sudan. Kosovo would soon instantly get invaded as they have a very weak army. This would soon sadly piss off Serbia as the country would fall, and Serbia would soon join the war against Greece. Of course, this is not to help Kosovo, as they think Kosovo is still one of their old territories. But Serbia would soon get their butt kicked, as Greek troops would start to push in instantly. With Greek troops pushing in through Kosovo as well, they would start to push up Serbia. As all of this was happening, one country thought, wait a minute, we could probably gain some land out of this, and so Montenegro would join in. But sorry, Montenegro, you're really not as strong as Greece either. And so massive land grabs would happen all over Montenegro until it soon eventually falls due to a weak military compared to Greece's. With the continued push into Serbia, they start to come up to Belgrade, surrounding the city entirely and wiping out the rest of the country. Belgrade would sit in siege for 2 months until it eventually fell to the Greek superpower. Greece, seeing as all of these invasions were kind of easy for her, wanted to take on a larger superpower, and would soon declare war on one of my favorite countries in Europe, Italy. Italy would be quite surprised by this war, as even though they did have bad relations with Greece, they really wouldn't think Greece would try to take them on. And this is when naval battles would start to set in. With these two large countries being naval superpowers in their own right, they would soon try to fight over this naval superiority, with Greek naval forces soon instantly wiping out a lot of Italian shipping, cutting off this entire area and wiping them out all independently. Oh, I'll fix it later. Wiping them all out independently. The Greeks were quite fond of this. They liked messing with the great Italians, and so would continue to push through, wiping out a lot of Italy's really large naval units. This would kind of irritate Italy, as Italy could not defend herself against this ginormous Greek superpower. Greece would soon entirely engulf Sicily, until it was fully wiped out by the Greek superpower. With naval superiority being in full Greek control, let's switch back to land battles, shall we? With Greece's knockout of Sicily, they would start to push up the Italian boot, wiping out a lot of large army divisions along the way, soon taking Naples, taking Naples, and pushing up towards Rome, until they would meet here, until some large Italian army divisions would start to push the Greeks back. Greeks, seeing what was happening, started to try to enter into negotiations with Italy. The Italians did not accept negotiations at first and would continue to push them out of the boot of Italy, until the Greeks got their standing again and started to push them back as well, continuing to take it back up the boot. Italy would soon accept negotiations, and a peace negotiation was signed, where Greece would gain Sicily, but would have to leave Italy. With Greece being happy with her new little island by her side, she would start to look towards another one of her neighbors as a great expansionist. And of course, that neighbor was not Turkey, actually. It was actually Cyprus. Oh, it's actually Cyprus, because they already control some land, which is Cyprus versus northern Cyprus. But for this video, we're going to say that they're all combined. Now we all know, Cyprus would not survive. Greek troops instantly start to push in through normal Cyprus until the entire island is soon wiped out. That was like the easiest battle of Greece's life. This island nation, well, now is technically an island nation, even though she is in mainland Europe. I'm calling her an island nation because of how many islands she has. But started to look towards her neighbors once more, wanting more land expansion, and this is whenever they would soon declare war on Turkey. Greek naval forces would soon instantly take almost all of the Turkish islands and would start a large offensive against Turkish troops as Turkey started to try to defend the city of Istanbul against the Greeks. They would soon meet at the Battle of Istanbul of 2030, but this battle would not go so well for the Turks. With Istanbul being taken over, Greece would cross the canal and start entering into Turkey's territory. Multiple naval landings over the country would soon show that Greece had full superiority over the country, with a naval landing over here near Greece, near Cyprus as well, pushing through and taking a lot of coastline. These large divisions would soon meet up and would start to cooperate plans together to try to push out Turkey and would continue their grand assaults into Turkey. But soon enough, Greece would soon drag Turkey into negotiations as they did not want to fully wipe out their neighbor. Negotiations will soon be signed after 6 months of fighting between the two countries. With negotiations signed, Turkey is forced to surrender a bunch of land, including the city of Istanbul. Greece sits on quite a large empire and is pretty sure she's done, but sees 2 more opportunities for land, declaring war on Bosnia and Herzegovina to take some more land for her empire. Can I be honest, the country falls in a matter of weeks, as Turkey's grand empire stands over it quite victoriously, but one more land grab would soon happen. After fully getting the country into her, Greece would look for one more land grab to do, and she would soon invade the very popular country of Ukraine. In this universe, Ukraine actually won the Russo-Ukrainian War of 2022. No, 2021 actually. I forgot. It was 2022, sorry. Of 2022. And it only lasted until 2024, the beginning of 2024. And Ukraine won, gaining back Crimea, but would soon have to fight against the Greeks. Greece would soon push through over into this area, as this is all they really wanted from Ukraine. Ukraine had all her troops still on the Russian-Ukrainian border, as well as their border with Belarus, and did not have any down here at all. Again, Kiev is like right here. And so Greece would start to push through, taking a lot of land bordering, I think this is Moldova. I'll make sure in a little bit. But would continue to push around as Greek naval advantages would soon push into Crimea. I was right, this is Moldova. But Crimea would soon quickly fall as well, as Greece would soon overrun it. The 2 armies would start to meet up and push into Ukraine, but would soon sign a forced peace negotiation as Ukraine's large armies were now here. Negotiations would be signed and Greece would gain a bunch of land out of this next peace conference. With Greece gaining a bunch of land from Ukraine, they would soon try to twist Moldova's arm into signing a nice deal which would give up a lot of Moldovan land to Greece. Moldova was soon forced to sign this agreement, and that would end the expansionism of Greece. With Greece's great expansionism coming to an end, one more thing would happen in this universe. As Hungary was not really affected by this new Greek superpower, only having a new border with it, Romania and Moldova losing a bunch of land to this Greek empire, they would all form a union, like how Austria-Hungary did, and would all combine into one country, which was the Hungarian Romanian Republic. There we go. The Hungarian Romanian Republic would soon face as a large superpower to fight against Greece. We do not know if I will come back to this at all, as this seems like it would be a good little fight to see. But I hope you all enjoyed this video. As we can see, Greece has expanded quite large as well, taking a lot of Turkey, a bunch of the Balkans, Sicily from Italy, some pieces of Moldova, Romania, as well as Ukraine. Being one of the largest naval superpowers in Europe, having to control a bunch of islands and a bunch of naval, well, beachheads. Thank you all for watching. I hope you have a nice rest of your day, and there will be a new video out this Sunday as well. Thank you, and I have y'all all have a good night. Goodbye.